This is the makeup I'm wearing to my brother's wedding this weekend. 90 freaking degrees, and this better be weatherproof. If I could redo my wedding makeup, I definitely would, because those were not it. If you're getting married this summer, this video is for you. This is literally traumatizing for me to even bring up, but my makeup artist actually bailed on me the week before my big day. Talk about having a mental breakdown. You don't even want to know. So that means for the brows, we're going to keep it in my natural style. This is the last thing you want to reinvent the wheel, especially for the big day. Just want to make sure the brows stay in place and you don't look angry. That's it. This is my holy grail, the ABH Brow Duo. I've been using this for years. Any bald spots or front pieces, you can go in with a nano brow pencil. This one is actually from LA Girl. This is their Slim Shady. I'm not gotten over my wedding debacle, and that was 5 years ago, before I had real makeup knowledge. As I already know this, I start off my face with some hypochlorous acid spray. Now this time around, I'm skin prepping the shit out of my face because I don't think she did any of that. Because it's going to be in the high 80s, almost 90 degrees at my brother's wedding this weekend, we're going to keep it cool with the Chill It from POV. When I get hot in the cheeks and the face, my face actually turns red. Make sure you let your skin prep skincare dry for a little bit before you go in with anything else. You guys have no idea how I found a makeup artist last minute, okay? I literally tasked Rabbit, a pro MUA, to do my makeup as a last resort. Although she came through with the hair, the makeup, now looking back, was not makeup-y, as you guys can see. I'm gonna use the Danessa Myricks Blur Balm only in my T-zone and any shiny bit areas. I definitely use a full coverage, fully matte foundation, which is where it all went wrong. What I would have used instead is a semi-matte or Lumi matte foundation. I'm gonna stick with my Maybelline. I've used this for all sorts of events, and I'm gonna trust this bitch. Really a 30-hour wear, and my brother's wedding is actually from morning until night. It's going to be so hot and humid this weekend. This is the one foundation that's not going to slip off my face. My favorite sponge, I'm gonna press this formula into my skin. This insanity. For my forehead, I'm actually going to keep it pretty light. I'm not going to overdo it, because once you put on contour, once you put on bronzer, you can't even tell. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I have more anxiety for my brother's wedding than I had for mine. What is helpful thing about a semi-matte or Lumi matte coverage is that you can get best of both worlds. A little bit of that dew, a little bit of that matte. Back at my wedding photos, I truly think the makeup wore me and not the other way around. Concealing, I'm actually going to place it on the back of my hand before I go in on my face. If you have more mature skin, or if you have fine lines, this is the best approach. The day goes on, once you put down powder under your eyes, that shit is gonna start crinkling and wrinkling, so you want less product under those eyes. I've been loving introducing a little blush transition before I introduce a full-on blush. I love this concealer and blush moment. It just feels more natural on the skin. L'Oreal Lumi Blush in the shade 605 Dewy Bright Pink. Do a little contour, not too much, just really sculpt the face, give it some definition first. Definitely not picky over my wedding makeup. I could care less what they did to my face as long as it looked okay. Definitely my stupidity for never asking for a trial makeup, let alone task rabbiting a makeup artist. Freaking out in the middle of the night, okay? And that's what happened. Not to gaslight myself, but I feel like this already looks so much better than what I had. I'm unhinged for going in with these two insane shades, but trust. Okay, just trust and believe. This red is so good. Once you go in with powder, this is going to simmer down, so don't even worry about it, okay? Your blush will last all day, all night. We can go in this shade too, right on the apples, okay? You might be thinking, this is insane, Demi. You do not want to switch up your setting powder last minute for a big occasion like this. With this Huda setting powder, my face, my makeup will not move. I'm gonna do my smile lines like this. Okay, puff out your cheeks so you get rid of those fine lines. Okay, nasolabial folds where. Already taking down the blush intensity you have below. If you want to go the extra mile, do some baking on your sides, do that. If I had a wedding again, I definitely do my own makeup. Thus, any remaining off your face. Now for the eye makeup, I want something breathable. I don't want anything too dramatic because it is going to be 90 degrees. Prime my lids by using some concealer. This is just going to help even out the skin tone. So if you have oily eyelids, go in with some setting powder. Stick to my everyday eyeshadow palette. This one is from Patrick Ta. This is the shade Light. And we're just gonna warm it up so everything looks cohesive. If you're gonna be in the wedding photos or just photos in general, just make sure you wanna go a little bit on the dramatic side so it picks up all of the features. Bring in some color. I think this shimmer, I know for damn sure I did not have any shimmers, any glitters for my wedding day. The Catrice Butter Like Palette Duo. I don't care what anyone says. Wow. I don't even know how to describe this shade. It's purple, it's pink, it's pearlescent. Let me give you a little whirl, okay? This is what it's giving. Because I have so much warm hues on my skin, this is going to help just bring that cheek forward and just make everything pop. Sarah's eyeliners, they better be waterproof, okay? I'm gonna go with the L'Oreal Sky High waterproof version. I will also not be touching up my lips before the wedding, and I've already tested this one out. The shade is Beige Bait. Combo it up with their stain. Fingers to diffuse the shade a little bit. This is the secret combination to make sure your makeup stays on all day, all night. First, go in with the melting powder spray from One Size. Probably makes no sense to you. Okay, just trust and believe. Now we're gonna lock all of this in with the Until Dawn spray. Depending on how I wear my hair, if it's gonna be down, I'm probably gonna avoid a gloss or an oil. But if it's gonna be fully up, yeah. The last thing I want on the big day is for hair to stick on my lips or on my face. Hell no. This, I think I did my big one. What do you guys think?